in which Ben and Heather Armstrong, two Bethel staff pastors, made the claim that angel feathers fell that night and the previous Sunday night just a few days before. Here is that.
Hey, how is everyone?
It's here. The angel feathers are already falling.
Oh, come on.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Thank you, Jesus. That's
So
just
good.
like Jesus. Come on Sunday night, we had quite a few feathers falling in Sunday night service as well. How many of you were here Sunday night? Come on. Oh, a bunch of you came early.
Oh, we have to say hi to the online guests.
Yes, why don't you?
Hi, online guests. Everybody turn around. Wave to our
Wave to
online
the camera
guests.
here.
We love you. We're so happy you're here. Oh, and also to our overflow.
And so then I made this video and I basically said, okay, you have these angel feathers falling in your services. You've been reporting this for over a decade, and by Chris Valentin's own admission, he has seen this at least a couple of hundred times in multiple buildings. So being very generous, you should have hundreds of these angel feathers. And surely you're not throwing these things away. They are, after all, angel feathers. Of course, I wonder, do angels molt? What's the deal with angel feathers? I guess they molt. But at any rate, they should have hundreds of these feathers. And so I put the video together and I said, that being the case, show proof. Let us see one. Put a picture of one of these feathers on your social media and have these feathers tested. You could take them to any number of universities, colleges. California is swimming in these institutions. Take them to the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. Have these feathers examined and tested. And if it can be demonstrated that these feathers cannot be identified to any specific bird species known to man, if they are truly otherworldly, not of this realm, then I made this pledge, and I make it again, that if you can prove this, that I will completely shut my ministry down. I will make a public statement apologizing to Bethel Church and saying that I was wrong, and I will completely shut my ministry down. So I put that video up. I'll put a link if you have not seen it or want to see it down below in the description. And so, but since then, I have heard absolutely nothing. Bethel Church has not made a statement. Not only that, I actually wrote letters, physical letters, the old-fashioned way, and mailed them to Bethel Church on my own letterhead. And I wrote 3 of these. Well, I printed off 3 copies, sent the exact same letter, one to Bill Johnson at Bethel Church, one to Chris Valentin, and then one to Ben and Heather Armstrong. And I want to read this letter to you. This is what I wrote them. Dear Bill, Chris, Ben, and Heather, hello, my name is Justin Peters, and I am writing in regards to the recent and repeated claims that angel feathers have been appearing in Bethel's church services. All of you have made these claims on video. Ben and Heather, you made the claim that angel feathers appeared in 2 consecutive services just this past February, 1 month ago. And of course, I put my video up in March. Chris has said these angel feathers fall right in front of him while he is teaching. You have said you have seen multiple feathers a couple hundred times in several buildings. Doing the most conservative math on this, there must be at least 1,000 angel feathers in your possession, at least. Given the very special and supernatural nature of these angel feathers, putting aside the discussion of whether angels even have feathers, you most certainly have not thrown these feathers out with the trash along with the plastic forks and used Dixie cups. Therefore, I am writing with both a request and an offer. First, the request. Provide photos of at least one, preferably several, of these angel feathers. Given that you should have videos of these feathers falling in a service, please provide that as well. Have one or more of the angel feathers tested at either the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service or the California Department of Fish and Wildlife or any science department in a local college or university to see if the feather belongs to a bird or cannot be identified. I will pay for all expenses, both for the testing and any travel meals, etc. Now the offer. If you provide proof that these feathers are of unknown origin and do not belong to any known bird species anywhere in the world, I will make a very public confession and apologize to you and to Bethel. I will also immediately and permanently shut down my ministry. As you know, I am one of your most vocal critics and have a sizable YouTube platform. I first made this request and offer on YouTube, but have not received a reply, so I am sending this to you in writing on my official letterhead. This same letter is being sent to each of you. If you can prove your claims and thereby prove me wrong, this will be a spectacular public relations bonanza for you. It will silence me and be immeasurably beneficial to you. It will explode your ranks and bring in huge numbers of people and untold millions of dollars. It is truly a win-win for you. My email address is and all other contact information there as well. I look forward to your replies. Most sincerely, Justin Peters. So, 3 physical letters mailed the old-fashioned way. I am recording this on the afternoon of May the 28th, and it has now been March to April to May. It's been now 2.5 months since I mailed these letters. I have heard nothing in reply. I have received no email reply, no phone call, even though I gave them all of my contact information. Not only that, I had a friend of mine email Bethel Church, and I called Bethel, and I got all the pertinent email information contact that goes to Bill Johnson's office, that goes to Chris Valentin's office, as well as Ben and Heather Armstrong's office. All 3 of those emails, I got my friend to email from his own email address, just on the case, on the chance that Bethel would receive something from me and automatically delete it. So I asked my friend, who they do not know, never heard of, to email Bethel, asking them some of these same questions. Where are the angel feathers? If you have them, please provide proof. All the same questions. He has heard nothing in reply. So, dear friends, it has been months. I did my video. I wrote these physical letters. I emailed them and have called the church. Nothing. They have nothing to say in reply. Therefore, Bethel is lying to you. If they really had these angel feathers, they would most certainly provide proof. Show a picture, have them tested. I mean, this would be and as I said in the letter, an absolute public relations bonanza. It would be a win-win situation for them. They would validate their own theology. They would validate their claims. And they would shut me down. One of their most vocal critics. Not only would they shut me down, but a number of other YouTube channels as well, who also have the same critiques and make the same observations and same concerns about Bethel and the charismatic movement at large and the claims that they make. By extension, they would shut them down too. I mean, all these other channels would also have to give an accounting for this. Crickets. Dear friends, they are lying to you. They're lying to you, and I make an appeal to every person who attends Bethel Church, every person who is considering attending Bethel Church, every student at Bethel School of Supernatural Ministries. If you're there now, if you're a member there now, or if you're a student at BSSM now, ask the leadership, where are these feathers? You've made these claims. You by your own admission, you should have easily 1,000 of these angel feathers. Where are they? Ask them to show you one. They won't be able to do it. They're lying to you. Dear friends, they're lying to you. They're lying to God. They are misrepresenting God. They are making claims about God and who He is and what He is supposedly doing that they know are not true. So there is no fear of God before their eyes. It does not bother them at all to lie about the creator of the universe, to lie about their own creator. So don't believe it when they say they love God. No, they don't. They do not love God. They do not love Jesus. They have created a false God and a false Jesus after their own image. They're lying to you. And if they're lying to you about this, then ask yourself the question, how can I trust them? How can I trust them?